morning. I wasn't really told to be here, but I knew that you were meeting and I wanted to come down. Of course, last year I passed a bill, or I say I passed a bill, my district attorney, Jerry Jones, and I worked on it, and increasing the penalties and so forth for domestic violence. This year, and it'll be coming up in my committee, I'm chairman of Judiciary C, Criminal Law, next week, is an amendment to that bill, because we had a terrible case up in Washita Parish where a man burned his domestic partner with a hot iron, left her permanently scarred, and because of the way the law was, the district attorney, he got a very serious penalty, 100 years, but he had to bring kidnapping because there was a child into it and all that in order to increase the penalties. With the new law that I think will pass without any problem, you won't have to go around the horn to get something done in such a terrible case as that. And of course, the other thing that I'm concerned about, and you know, with Wellspring, is funding, because the cuts in funding are closing some of the shelters, and to me that's the worst thing in the world to do, because a woman who is forced out of her home has no place to go. And somebody said, well, they can go to hotels. Well, that makes a brilliant statement, doesn't it? First off, the hotels wouldn't take you. They don't want a controversy in their hotels. So, but we need to get funding to keep the shelters that we have open, which are very few, and probably open more and more bed spaces. So, just want to tell you that you are being heard. If you're can follow the news next week in Jude C committee will be my bill on the burning issue of being added as a much more serious crime in my law on domestic violence. So glad to have you here, and good luck. Nothing works better than coming down here and putting a little pressure on us. Thank you.